All right, so here is my SDG assignment one, and I picked sustainable goal number development goal number 7, and that is affordable and clean energy, and I picked India as my country. Um, so the data story here is, well, India is interesting because it is now the largest populated country in the world. Uh, this presents the problem of providing power and fuel for nearly 1.5 billion people in their population. Uh, and according to Gather IQ, 75% of India's energy production is based around coal. Uh, and hydroelectric represents a significant portion, but also you can see these numbers here in this chart, and you can still tell that fossil fuels are really, especially coal, is really still ruling the roost here, which is a little bit concerning, and is definitely like a little bit of an issue. And the thing is, in comparison to the US, it's in the big picture. I looked at the numbers for the US, and the US has 76% fossil fuel and like 24% total sustainably produced electricity versus fossil fuels. Fossil fuels at 76 and sustainably renewable energy sources at 24. So really, like India, the US, who is claiming to have all this legislation to try to help be more sustainable and is at the head of innovation for all these technologies and is supposed to be, working towards a green future. We're not that much better than uh, than India is, but uh, yeah. Here's a little the story about India, and here's a little mind map about kind of different problems that India has in terms of sustainable production of electricity and ways in which we can solve this using technology. So, energy production in India, majority of fossil fuels is one of the issues. One of the solutions I would propose is using Internet of Things, using IoT to minimize use of fossil fuels by returning data from objects that are part of the IoT and controlling those objects autonomously. And using IoT in sync with big data processing would allow you to pinpoint the sources that are using the most energy and what areas and what sectors and industries, and be able to better pinpoint the issues. And this would give you the big picture of the problem. And India also has large industrial growth right now, and I'm proposing that I'm proposing the use of IoT and big data processing to help there too, because it's a similar problem. Industrial processes, using IoT would help monitor and control efficiency of production, which is huge. And that in combination with big data to help process the data that all these, factories and different or assembly lines or whatever industrial processes and complexes you have, it can help process the information regarding how much energy it's using and where the energy is coming from, and help to kind of present the big picture of what is the problem here and how can we approach solving it. And so proposed solutions, kind of already talked about it with the mind map, but here, using IoT to help collect data regarding energy usage on certain devices and to help conserve energy by putting devices in low power modes or shutting them off completely when they're not in use. Big data processing works in sync with IoT to determine what processes, devices, and areas use the most power. And then I threw AI in here also because AI can help propose and form solutions and map out solutions in terms of what type of sustainable sustainable energy production would be the best for a specific scenario, whether it's, if you're close to a river, hydroelectric makes the most sense. Or if you're in an area where you're not getting a lot of sun, solar's not going to be the best. And AI can help formulate more specific solutions tailored to the region using its sources and what it's already and all the resources at AI's disposal. So that's SDG 1 about energy production in India. So yeah.